I mean, at that point, is it gambling or is OG just more comfortable together? The way they split their focus, and now Harmony might get picked out here. They can't defend this push. They're gonna lose this turret. They're gonna lose mid turret as well. Castle split pushing and OG. This has been the closest game yet. Wildcard looked like they were coming back into it, but OG refused to say die. 5,000 gold lead. Baron pushing it, and let's not forget, Ocean Soul in a minute. And for Renska too, you could see that when that TP started channeling, there was that moment where they went, oh crap, guys, it's happening again. We know we shouldn't have done this, right? And if anything, I'm just glad they even found Titan, because getting Titan was a freebie. Rid misplayed that by leaving Titan behind. He's your AD carry, but they can afford to do that. Rid at this point can kind of go, you know what? Last game, it was the Greftar, it was the Aegis show here. We don't need our insurance. Titan, you're bait. We're just going to dangle you, and if they engage on you, and that really isn't any choice at all. Even if they do that, you're sitting on one Infernal stack. That's all you've got. And OG got Baron. They can push in. Not a worthwhile trade. I would argue, if anything, right now, Wildcard have their choice to simplify. They don't have a choice. You're going to die. So the only question is, how do you want to die? Go out in a blaze of glory. Where do you want to fight them? And that's what they need to start thinking about. Where is the most advantageous place? We're going to get a replay of this, and it's going to take a while, because these fights right now feel like they're being slapped to death by pieces of tofu. Look how little damage is coming out onto Waffle Wheel there. Sure, you know, we saw the exhaust, but it doesn't mean anything. And it's the healing, the shielding just sustains it through. And then we see the TPs coming in from the top laners. Does that do anything? No, not really. That's a Yuumi. That's like the second squishiest champion in the game. And I'm at 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds to kill a solo Yuumi. Now, because we're only 10 minutes into the game right now, Grapes, most of the action is going to get kicked off by either roams from the mid lane or your jungler, barring teleports. And the teleports aren't ready for the top laners. And given how the game's gone, Cyber has now gone Blue Cane, but he's not necessarily going to be the one to be big in team fights. I'm watching Maddie. Wherever Maddie goes, that's where your Nick's big play is going to be. And considering that everybody's looking at the bot lane right now, it should be fun. TP coming down, actually. And that 90% slow is absolutely massive when you hit on a target. And more importantly to me, the Lucian Nocturne ban, those are both picks that often are used to counter Gwen in lane here. And they're banned away by AoE. Wildcard Gaming Red, I don't know what their last ban is here. But if it's not Gwen, AoE can first pick that with relative comfort here, knowing that there's not a super oppressive lane for them. Then there we go.
All engagers across the game.
Well, that is what Janna is, right? For $2.99, she'll take your breath away and she'll stop engage comms dead in their track. Oh, Gordo. Scene. AoE getting killed. Cut. AoE getting killed. Cut back. AoE getting killed. And Baron now in the pockets of Wildcard right now.
Trying to get a bit of extra gold back.
Orbital, saying caught sounds so... Like, make it sound like a mistake. When you're this far ahead, when you've got winning lanes, it's all a matter of perspective. Castle wasn't caught. Castle was bait. And they caught Javi coming in. They caught Harmony coming in. They caught Nutty Bars coming in.
And Wildcard Red are going to advance to the semifinals and look to defend their cup title in the second Tier 2 tournament.
There were questions asked of Wildcard, Gordo. They lost Dokla. They pick up Brandini. They lost to Maryville in their very first round, and people were saying that, hey, Wildcard, they ain't what they used to be. They're not the same team that won Challengers Uprising. But to those people, I present you AoE versus Wildcard, because this was incredibly dominant from Wildcard here, start to finish. And Brandini did not look bad whatsoever here. I would argue won his lane in almost every single game. Wildcard is here to try and win their second T2.
Yes.
absolute dominance right now from Red. You can see the energy. Greftar on screen, super, super happy. This is the rookie that came in for the playoffs, and he has delivered time and time again. He has Yuri's number, and you can tell that when Rensga don't have a mid-jungle duo to play through in the center of the map, they are falling apart. We said that the match to watch was Trigo versus Titan. Trigo's put on Ash duty. Please, free Trigo, guys. Hashtag free Trigo. 6th seed coming into the playoffs. People doubted them, called them impatient, immature. Kindergarten was the term used to describe Red Canids here. Well, it's graduation day because Red Canids have taken it here 3-1 in commanding fashion. They have won CBLOL and will be representing the region at Worlds 2021.